When the woman was snooping on her husband's computer, she unexpectedly discovered a secret. She noticed in the photos, a young girl always appeared beside her husband, although there were no overly intimate gestures between them. The woman keenly sensed that their relationship was unusual. Out of suspicion, she directly opened the girl's social media profile and found out her name was Sheena. She was an employee at an architectural law firm, and her public status on social media was single. To confirm her suspicions, the woman dressed up specially before her husband returned home and even asked Chris for help to test the other person's reaction. However, Chris refused her, which immediately gave her an answer. Later, Laura quietly attended the company's party hosted by her husband, hoping to find the truth there. Sure enough, she saw Sheena at the event. To her surprise, Sheena went alone to the empty upper floor. To avoid being discovered, Laura even took off her shoes and quietly followed her. In her husband's office, she witnessed an unacceptable scene with her own eyes. On the way home, Laura reflected on the sacrifices she had made over the years. To take care of her sick child, she gave up her career early and stayed at home managing the household. Meanwhile, her husband's career continued to flourish. While she became weary and aged through constant sacrifice, Laura was unwilling to easily hand over everything she had worked for. She felt sorrow for her own hardships, but after a brief period of sadness, Laura's gaze gradually became determined and fierce. She couldn't let the other person easily destroy her family. The next morning, Chris directly told Laura he had fallen for someone else. He thought Laura would be very angry, but she remained unusually calm. Laura even directly exposed his affair. She also revealed her trump card. She had evidence of Chris' financial fraud. If they divorced, Laura would immediately report him to the police, making Chris lose everything, even ensuring he spent the rest of his life in prison. Chris never expected that his wife knew so many secrets, so he had to discuss with his partner whether to confess, but his partner, in order to protect the company's future, decisively rejected the proposal. Meanwhile, Sheena was eager to know the outcome. She went directly to Chris, and Chris comforted her in a quiet corner, lying that his wife had already agreed to the divorce. This made Sheena very happy, and every action Chris took was silently observed by Laura. Now, Laura was like a ghost, quietly following Chris. Chris was still trying to find evidence to counter Laura, but had no idea he was being monitored by his wife all along.